Hey guys, so since BookTube-A-Thon has officially ended, which I'm still kind of upset about, I am here today to kind of wrap up my first Read-A-Thon experience and tell you how I did overall throughout the week. So because on Sunday I did some major catching up and read a total of 377 pages, I was able to finish off this week of reading by successfully completing all the challenges and reading at least an average of 300 pages a day. So I did it! Yeah! In total this week I read 2,103 pages. So I just barely read an average of 300 pages a day. If you do the math, it's like 300.4285678 something. It's just over 300, but it still counts. And because I did all that reading, I was able to get 5.5 or so books done. Since one of the challenges was to read a book that is over 500 pages long, and I've also just kind of been like addicted to Ellen Hopkins books, I decided to finally tackle triangles. I finished this book on Sunday and I really did enjoy it. It's kind of the story of like 3 women going through life and marriage and just everything, and it was really interesting and I really did enjoy it. It probably wasn't like my favorite of her books, but I did think it was pretty entertaining and it was pretty fast-paced, and for 529 pages it went pretty quickly. So I think it was a good choice. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking to read one of her adult novels, because this is one of them. Yeah, it's not YA. Oh. What? Since 2 challenges were to read a classic and to reread one book, I was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and read The Great Gatsby, which satisfies both of those requirements. At first, I really didn't think I was gonna like this book. I had just seen the movie. I've always known what was gonna happen, so I just wasn't really like entertained. There weren't any twists or turns because I just knew everything. But as I got into it, I really just tried to appreciate the book for what it was. I tried to appreciate the writing style and all the metaphors and symbolism and all that literary stuff that writers include in their books, and that's when I really started to like it. I also really enjoyed it because it was just a really quick read, so if you're looking to venture into the world of classics, I would really recommend this book because I finished it in like 2.5 to 3 hours in one sitting, no problem. It was a breeze. Yeah. In order to complete the challenge of finishing a series or trilogy, I read another Ellen Hopkins book this week, and that one was Fallout, which is the 3rd and final book in the Crank trilogy. I love this. I really love this. I feel like I've heard that so many people have just been stopping after Crank and they don't continue with the series, and if you are doing that, just know. You need to read the rest of the series. Glass is great, but Fallout was definitely my favorite. I loved it. It had so many twists and turns in it, and it was just really just great. It really was. So I would definitely recommend getting into the Crank series and then getting to this one, because this was just a work of art. I also read 13 Reasons Why this week, since it is a book that has been on my shelf for literally like forever. And I didn't think I was gonna like it, but once I really got into it and once I finished it, I just realized that it is a book that just everyone needs to read. I am so grateful that it has been written. I just think it's so powerful and moving. And I honestly just think that it's one of those books, and I know this might kind of sound a little extreme, but I think if you really took it to heart, it could like change your life. It's just very moving, very meaningful, and I just think it's something that even if it doesn't appeal to you, just give it a chance, because you're gonna take something away from this book. And I just ended up really being thankful for that. And during this week, I also had the chance to listen to my very first audiobook, and for this, I listened to The Phantom of the Opera, and I just really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't think I would like listening to an audiobook. I thought it'd be just not fun. I thought it'd be really boring, and then I wouldn't get into it, and it would just be like, meh. But I ended up really liking it, and I really ended up liking this story. I think I might actually like go out and buy the book and read it again, because I just really enjoyed it so much, and I'll probably end up watching the movie like tonight, because My mind is so Phantom of the Opera right now, you guys have no idea. Yeah. And the last book I read, or at least started to read this week, was Catch-22. I only read about 150 pages of this book before I realized that I wasn't really enjoying it just because I was rushing through it. I really just want to kind of take my time with it, and I think I'll like it a lot more if I'm not like forcing myself to read it because of BookTube-A-Thon and just everything. So I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the month, and I'm thinking I'll probably end up liking it if I just slowly pace myself. It'll be a much more relaxing, non-stressful experience. Hopefully. So there you have it. That is how I did during this week of BookTube-A-Thon. I'm really happy I was able to participate. I said this earlier, but I've never had a chance to participate in a read-a-thon before, and it was an awesome experience, and I just really hope it is organized again next year or a year later or something, because I would really like to do it again, and it was just fun. Lots of fun. So, yeah. So in the comments below, please tell me how you guys did throughout BookTube-A-Thon. If it was a breeze for you, if it was definitely a challenge. Either way, let me know. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!